were just trying to have a good time, go to play soccer.
Nelson Ochoa says he was in South Lawn Park in Oxon Hill on Labor Day enjoying a game of soccer with other families when a Prince George's County police cruiser pulled up and parked. He doesn't know what made him start to record, but he did.
As soon as I started recording, a car pulled up and then a young lady came out.
He recorded the two appearing to embrace and kiss and then get into the back of the officer's squad car.
We couldn't believe what we were seeing, and then what really made us go like, wow, like this is crazy is when, like I said, when the car started rocking a little bit to the left and right, that's when we were like, wow, this is crazy. And broad daylight with kids around.
It's real. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, story is real. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. You know, I know that there's officers that are out there that are absolutely horrifying. They're terrible officers. They should be in prison. They should never be police officers. I experienced it when I was a cop, and this is another example of it. You know, I would argue that most police officers, probably 90% of police officers, are just doing the right thing. There's a small segment of law enforcement officers that think they're above the law, that committing crimes, they selling dope on duty, they hiding drugs, planting drugs, arresting people, being biased, maybe racist, maybe prejudiced. It's just always in the segment of society, there's always idiots. But this is a rare occurrence that cops are not doing the right thing. It's a rare occurrence. But I had an experience with a cop not doing the right thing when I was a cop. I was a part of the investigation into this guy. This fool decided that he was going to arrest a prostitute, take her in an abandoned, it was a parking garage of an abandoned movie theater. I guess he had protection with him and everything. The dude planned it out. And y'all, I'm not talking about somebody that look decent. It's always wrong, but dang, bro, you doing that bad, bro? The man was married with kids. I'm gonna get to the story in a minute. The man was married with kids, bro. Military, squared away. One of the most squared away dudes that I've ever seen. This dude got the nastiest prostitute in Tucson. Took her under the bridge. Now, all of our stuff is GPS tracked. He risked it all. Took her under the bridge. I guess he was getting it on or he was trying to. She takes off running. This is a real story. Maybe we'll put the link to this story in Tucson. She takes off running. The guy chases her down, catches her. I don't know if he had to pull his pants up first or what, but he chased her down, catch her. Now, he gets on the radio and say, I got one running. And so everybody's like, okay, everybody flying there, because he got somebody running. Then he says, I got one 1018, which means I got him arrested. I'm headed to jail. Everybody on the radio in the department was like, wait a minute. That never happens. You have somebody running and then you detain them and take them to jail without getting on the radio. Something ain't right here. So he already broke protocol and caused extreme suspicion of what he was doing. The lady gets to the jail and she said, he raped me, right? People say that all the time against cops, and it's 99% not true. But every allegation have to be investigated. So they go through and investigate this fool. And guess how far he went? The GPS tracker showed him every place that she said he went. In the booking area, there's one bathroom for only law enforcement officers to be able to go into. You got to go to the booking lady and say, ma'am, can I have a key to the bathroom? All of this is surveillance camera. All of this is surveilled by cameras. He go in there. I guess the condom that he had, he put it in the trash. He didn't flush it. He put it in the trash can in the bathroom that only police officers can use, and you have to request the key on camera. So they caught him, and I think he got charged and went to jail for a little bit. Stupid. Now watch this guy. And I didn't think this was real, but watch this guy. I didn't think it was a real situation, but here you go.
I obviously during the day. The officer there in uniform, not sure if he was on duty, but his name is Francesco Marlette. He has been suspended because Prince George's County Police have seen this video, shared something like 3 million times on social media. Police have launched an internal affairs investigation. They have suspended the officer. A woman who says she is the officer's wife has posted on Facebook that this is not a stranger, this woman, but his mistress, and that she's gotten a lot of love from people who have seen the video like she has, and is upset not only for herself, but for her children, the officer's wife. We had a chance to ask the state's attorney here in Prince.
Bro, you couldn't do this off duty, bro. You couldn't do something different here. Bro, you're in the middle of the day. There's kids running around. You're in full uniform with a patrol car. You're literally saying, hey, everybody look at me. I'm doing something I ain't supposed to be doing. First of all, look at me because I'm in a patrol car. You going to probably the hood in a cop car. Everybody looking at you. Then you got the full uniform on. Then you go you kiss the girl. Then you get in the back seat with her. In the day. He is almost as dumb as the dude in Tucson, on the Tucson Police Department that had sex with that prostitute. He is almost as dumb. According to the information from the police chief and the people that are involved, they say that there's no evidence of a crime that's been committed. But if you ask me, if a cop were to do something like this, it should be a crime. It should. When you in uniform, it's a crime. On your own time, hey man, that's between you and your wife. But if you are in uniform and you are committing adultery, because adultery is still against the law in many states, they just don't. Nobody ever execute that law. You're committing adultery in uniform. It should be a crime to be unbecoming of a police officer. That should be like a misdemeanor crime. You deserve to go to jail and lose your job. There is nothing else need to be said about this. You're kissing a woman. You get in the back seat of a patrol car. It's just the appearance of evil is enough that you should go to jail and get fired as a cop. And I know people want me to make this video. You never made videos about cops that are bad. This was way too juicy. I said, let me make sure that this is what it is before I start making a video. Because people be making skits and doing memes and going viral and all of this other stuff. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is a clear sign of abuse of authority, and you nasty. You can't wait till you get home. You can't do it on a weekend. You can't sneak out at night or something in your regular car, in your regular clothes, concealed. You have to do it broad daylight. And let me say this for the people that don't know much about policing. The back seat of a patrol car is the nastiest place that you would ever want to be. Every nasty, itchy, scratchy booty people that ain't washed their feet, ain't washed their booty, ain't washed their crotch, they sweating, they been running, they got fungus, they got herpes. I mean, who knows? Hepatitis. When they go to jail, they got to start in the back of the car. And you put them in there, and you drive them, you drop them off. Only way we wash these cars is if there's a biohazard that is obvious, clear, and extensive. Meaning if somebody's bleeding in the back of the car, or somebody has some crazy disease that's contagious or something like that, and then they what we call deadline the car, and it'll get professionally washed. But the everyday Joe Schmo in and out of that car, we ain't washing that. That'd take too long. You talking about 20,000 cars getting washed. Ain't doing it. That man don't care nothing about this woman. Got her on the bench seat. And there's no room back there. And the seats are typically plastic. Not unless this is a sergeant or something, but it looked like a patrol officer. Seats are plastic, bro. You putting a woman on a nasty plastic seat. Just nasty. Just no excuse for it. Y'all tell me what you think. Am I tripping? Am I on to something? See you on the next one. I'm out.